Hey, how's it going, Vol Nation? This is Frank Rock. This is the House of Orange Sports Channel coming at you. Yesterday, Tennessee basketball, first practice in the books. They met with the media. There's video that's out there because Tennessee basketball does allow the media in. There's some pretty good video that come out of that. But there's one topic that's becoming evident to me that I might talk about tonight as I put this out here. Before we do, though, thank you guys. Thank you guys. We just hit 2,000 videos. I appreciate your support. Appreciate you supporting the channel, checking out the content during this almost 9 months. Cannot say thank you enough, but I appreciate that. On with the news now is I entitled the video for this Tennessee's front court fix. Rick Barnes now has the big men he has been missing. He has the guys, it looks like, to get in and go against your better big men in the country. He's had, Jonas Adu, he had a good year last year. Let's make no mistake about it. When it boiled down to it and they needed him the most against Zach Edey and Purdue, Jonas Adu disappeared. He disappeared both times they played them last year. They had to rely on Tobe Awaka. They had to rely on JP Estrella. Now, what's Barnes doing the offseason? Adu left. Awaka left. Barnes goes out and adds for the front court. Or overall, Chaz Lanier, Darlene Stone-Dubar, who's a guy I think will factor into the front court. But the two guys I'm excited about, if you've seen any videos yesterday or any highlights, I'm going to share this as I'm looking at it as well. Felix Okpara, he looks to be that guy down low. That dude who can control the paint. He can block the shots. He can go against other big men. And he posterized somebody yesterday. I cannot find the video of that to put up. But it is out there. If you search Twitter, something, he absolutely posterized somebody yesterday. And I'll tell you, the guy I am big on, the guy I'm really excited about is Igor Milicic Jr., transfer from Charlotte, who comes in about 6'10". He's a guy last year averaged over 12 points, over rebounds per game. And I'm just going to kind of play some of this here now. As you can see, here's Milicic with it now, posting up. He gets in. There he does his thing. Every time in this video that he posts up, here's Okpara here as well. He's number 34. There you go immediately. Knocks it away from, I think that is Estrella right there. Is this? No, it's not. So they're trying some drills there. They don't actually get the Okpara one on this one. You can see him going inside, going after it, though. Guys are trying to do. Some of these looked pretty ridiculous. Now, here's Milicic going against Okpara. That's pretty good. Igor Milicic, he can drive. He can shoot outside. He can rebound. He can block shots. And they've said it as well. He's 6'10". He can run some point guard as well. You see Okpara got the better of him right there. But Milicic drove it in the first time and got it to score. Most of these here, you see it here. The guy going against him had no chance on it. Those two guys are giving Tennessee the front court that they've been missing. This is the front court they've been missing for, I would say, to me, your best big man, and it's probably Kyle Alexander as far as from a control the paint standpoint under Barnes. I may be forgetting somebody off top of my head. Yeah, I know Adu did some good things. Fulkerson had his moments as well, but I've never thought that those guys were control the paint type guys. This video is on YouTube. It is courtesy of 24/7 Sports right here that we're showing. You see a couple clangers coming off there. But this Tennessee team, I'm going to go ahead and stop right here with it. This Tennessee team, to me last year, you had Connect. We talked about it a little bit Monday night. I feel like this is a new era for Tennessee basketball, and I almost think it was one that was needed. Not so much Dalton Connect, but appreciate Santiago Vescovi. Appreciate Josiah Jordan James and what they did. But it just kind of felt like they were those same inconsistent guys at the end. They were definitely all Vols. They definitely gave it their all down there. But I don't know. Something about this team, though. It excites me. Maybe because I don't know. The unfamiliarity with some of the guys getting in new blood, so to speak. Okpara, he's a guy at Ohio State. I'm sorry to keep scratching my nose. Something keeps tickling it. But he's a guy who could block shots. He can control the paint. His field goal percentage is high. He's a high percentage shooting guy. He's not going to step out and make the shots. From what I had read after he was picked up, it said this guy was Zakai Ziegler. They're perfectly made for one another. So I think you'll see some oops. We've seen it numerous times now. Some basketball back in the summer. Now yesterday, how Para, he can dunk on guys. He can do it. He can control. You get it to him down low, he's going to finish. And that's what Tennessee needs. They need those guys who can finish. Igor Milicic can finish down low, but here's the thing with Igor Milicic. He steps out. He can hit the threes. Again, he can dribble. He can pass. He can drive. There's really nothing this guy does. He's really an underrated guy coming in. I know he had decent numbers at Charlotte. Well, what's to say he's going to come into Tennessee and put up big numbers? I don't know. Dalton Connect didn't put up the numbers at Northern Colorado that he put up at Tennessee either. He put up good numbers. His numbers amplified at Tennessee. I think Rick Barnes has got the recipe. I'm telling you, this is a team that's contend for a lot of things. You've got Ziegler. You've got Chaz Lanier. You've got Jemai Mashak. You've got Igor Milicic Jr. You got Felix Okpara. To me, that's your starting five. You've got Dubar coming off the bench possibly. You've got Cam Carr. You got Jordan Gainey. You got Estrella. You got Cade Phillips. And you got, how does Bishop Boswell, that's the only freshman Tennessee signed, how does he fit into it as well? So Tennessee's going about 11 deep. Will they play that many? That remains to be seen. But, man, I like the makeup of this team. I really do. And I expect J.P. Estrella and Cade Phillips to take that step as well. They stuck around. They beefed up. They put in the work this summer. I've seen the coaches talk about how these guys have really busted their hind ends. This is going to be a different Tennessee team. It's going to be a Tennessee team that's not going to rely on one guy to score. There's going to be numerous guys who can score. It's going to be a Tennessee team that does have some size down low. And it's going to be a Tennessee team that I think can control the paint more. Now, Tennessee was a good rebounding team last year. Don't get me wrong on that. But I felt when it boiled down to it, that was their Achilles heel last year against Mississippi State, against Purdue. I'm trying to think off the top of my head. There's some other games. North Carolina in that game when they played Kansas out in Maui. All those had a common denominator in that they had a big guy Tennessee could not handle. I think things are going to be a bit different this year for Tennessee. To me, Rick Barnes has the big men that he's been missing this whole time. He has the scorers he's been missing. The only question mark to me is if Zakai Ziegler has to get a breather. Zakai Ziegler gets in foul trouble, who runs the point? Is it Jordan Gainey? Chaz Lanier, from my understanding, can run the point. So could they go Lanier point, Cam Carr to 2, Jordan Gainey at 2? Do you put Dubar in? Jemai Mashak has ran the point at Tennessee. He ran it 2 years ago, especially toward the end of the year. They have a lot of options. I feel this is a versatile team. I'm excited about it. I feel like this has the potential to be Rick Barnes' best team yet. For that to happen, they're at least going to have to go Elite Eight. I mean, last year's team won the regular season SEC title. They got bounced the SEC tournament, which I don't care about, as that tournament's proven to be not a big deal at all. And then they went to the Elite Eight last year. Can this team get Rick Barnes his first Final Four during his tenure at Tennessee? That's going to remain to be seen. They will certainly be a strong contender for. I'm going to wrap up on that one. Again, thank you for the support on the channel. Thumbs up, subscribe, share. Make sure you turn on those notifications as well. And if you want to give the thanks to the channel, there are the super thanks options down the bottom right corner. Do have 3 membership tiers and the Patreon as well. There is a link into the description on that. I hope you guys have a great rest of the evening. Frank Rock, House of Orange Sports Channel. And last but most certainly not least, go Vols.